Hi, friends. Welcome. This is Tabletop Tonight. I want to thank you for hanging out with me tonight. My name is Ruel Gaviola. And if you're a regular viewer of the show, Michelle and Lauren are not here tonight. They're both doing their thing, working, schooling, all that. So I'm going to fly solo tonight. But that's okay because I am super excited about tonight's game. We are playing, or I am playing, Star Trek Panic this was a game that was co-published by The Op and Fireside Games a few years ago. Unfortunately, it's out of print right now. I know I just looked it up. I think it was on Amazon. You can still buy it. It's at full retail price, but hopefully it'll come back into print soon, or some copies will show up that are a little more reasonable in pricing. But this is a fun game. I love it because it's really thematic in its gameplay, and you'll see it as we play tonight. But it's one of my favorite co-op games, and hopefully you'll enjoy it too. I want to shout out Amanda Panda, our moderator in chat. Please keep chat PG-13, folks, and Amanda won't have to bust out the band hammer. I'm going to do a roll call real quick. I see Gold Seal Games. Thank you, Gold Seal Games. If y'all missed it last night, please check out the video on demand on the Twitch channel here. We had a great game of Tricky Tides. Lauren and I played it. Fun game. Kudos to Gold Seal Games for that. Mrs. Gav 2020, she is in the chat. She's working, folks. Again, life of a teacher. There's Amanda. Hello, Slackfish. Thank you for joining us. James is here. Always good to see you, friend. And Book of Nerds, John is here. If you're hanging out on Twitch earlier today, you saw John and Amanda and I hanging out on Board in East LA. That's our stream that we do every Tuesday at 3 p.m. Pacific. We hang out, play board games, and just have a good time. It's sort of like our weekly game night, right? That's how we do it these days with COVID. Got to stay safe. Hopefully everyone's wearing their mask, protect themselves. Not yet again. Thank you for joining us again. And yes, as James mentioned, happy Star Trek Day, friends. So, yeah, Slackfish says we can panic with you. Thank you. Yeah, I panic in this game a lot. But yeah, I changed my shirts from earlier today. I was doing a bunch of Raiders of the North Sea, but tonight, it's all about Star Trek. Star Trek, it premiered, I think, is that why it's Star Trek Day? It premiered the pilot episode 50-odd years ago on, I think it was CBS or whatever. Thank you, Amanda. Yes, happy Star Trek Day. So that was the pilot. That's why we're celebrating. CBS put a bunch of content on their website, shows and everything. So check that out. Yeah, there it is. Thank you, Slackfish. 54 years ago today, unimaginable. It's amazing how much Star Trek there is now. And it's great. I love it. I'm more of a Star Wars fan. I'm a Star Wars nerd, but I love Star Trek as well. Basically, anything sci-fi I'm down with. So as John reminded us, I want to shout out everybody. Live long and prosper. I hope you are doing well tonight. And before we continue the show, I want to take care of some business for the channel here. I want to thank Van Ryder Games, as always, for being our main sponsor. Van Ryder Games, that's Van Ryder, R-Y-D-E-R Games. Please check them out. Recently, or actually, I was going to say recently, but it's been actually a few months ago, I played Hostage Negotiator, which I love. It's a fantastic solo game from Van Ryder Games. They put out a bunch of other terrific games, Salvation Road, City of Angels, the detective game. I'm gonna get them to the table of one of these days, folks. It's just, we got just so many games, so little time, right? That's not a bad thing to be complaining about. But I want to thank Van Ryder Games for their sponsorship as always. And our friend Holly Chu of Holly Chu Illustration. Please check out her website, Holly Chu, CHIU art.com. Holly is responsible for all the great emotes and artwork you see on our page here. So thank you, Holly, as always. Much appreciated. We are playing Tabletop tonight. Holly is also responsible for the super cool Twitch overlay, which I got right there. And that's a new one, so thank you, Holly. And there are all the emotes there. Thank you. There it is, James. The exact date, September 8th, 1966, 54 years of greatness. Yes. So, Spock. Yeah. I just saw a comment from Book of Nerds, Spock. I'm not sure what's that referring to, but hey, let's talk about while I'm playing. We're going to talk Star Trek all night long. Drop in your comment in the comments, anything Star Trek related. We can talk stream snacks if you want. I had a nice big burrito from Chipotle earlier. So I'm nice and full. I was starving earlier when we did the book or Board in East LA stream. So I'm well fed. And I know John and Amanda, they both had big dinners as well. John, talking about them ribs, those slow cooked ribs. Oh, man, sounds excellent. And I hope it was good. I'm sure it was. So, again, thank you, friends, for joining me. Oh, Amanda said fish and tofu over rice. Yum. Yes, today is Tuesday, Star Trek Day. We're going to play Star Trek Panic. Let me get the other camera set up here, and we'll go over the game. This is a cooperative game for, I believe, 1 to 5, up to 6 players, actually. So I'm going to be playing a two-handed game, so 2 players or 2 characters. Let me get the camera here. Share screen. Where is that camera? There it is, right there. So let's get this camera there. There it is. There is our screen. As you can see, we have, this is a tower defense game. If you're familiar with Castle Panic, this is basically a reskin of that game. However, what I like about Star Trek Panic, besides the theme, of course, the theme it's excellent. But what they did is they took some of the elements from their expansions and added it here. And they added some a new thing too, maneuvering in here, which I'll talk about in a second, which is really cool. It's by far my favorite Castle Panic game. And let me get the camera back up here. Yes. Here's the classic, the Starship Enterprise. And you'll see, I mean, it is a full-on 3D model, cardboard, plastic. This alone sold me on the game, friends. You know? So this starts, I'm going to start it. I think there's a starting point. Where is it? Just a random starting point like that. Okay. And these are the different parts in space, different sectors, 1 through 6. We have some ships. We have here you have a Klingon battle cruiser. Over there you have a disabled ship. I'll talk about that in a second. You have the Tholian here and the Romulan battle cruiser. We have 6 cards each. So I have chosen to play Scotty, the engineer, and Lieutenant Sulu, the I think navigator, was it? Oh shoot, I should know. Yeah, it just is Lieutenant Sulu. So I picked those characters. Beam me up, Scotty. Yes, thank you, Amanda. You can also, there's 2, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 characters to choose from, all from the classic series. You got James Kirk, Mr. Spock, Bones, Leonard McCoy, Chekhov, and Lieutenant Uhura. And hey, there's been a Bruno sighting, friends. Let's say hi. He just walked right in here. Bruno, want to say hi to your friends online? Oh boy. All right. Oh yeah. Hey Bruno, there's Bruno, folks. I don't know if he actually wants to. He just walked right in to say hi to our friends. You say hi? Live long and prosper. Can you do that? Oh, he can sneeze on my hand. That's about it. Bruno is going to go back down here. Thanks, Bruno. Okay. So, yeah, Bruno reporting for duty. That's right. Good job, Lieutenant Bruno. So apparently there were no pugs in Star Trek, so that's a bummer. But let's take, yeah, giving our all she got. That's right. Show some love for Bruno, folks, in the chat if you can. Drop those Bruno emotes. You'll notice here, I have this pig. This pig is something I picked up in the Philippines many years ago. It's just a little wooden pig. I'm using this as a marker to remind myself what player's turn it is. So again, there's no pigs in space. Well, at least for this game, there's 1 pig in space and 1 pug in space. So thank you for redeeming the Bruno points, friends. And I'm going to hydrate. So please stay hydrated as we play Star Trek Panic. Okay. So on your each player, in my hand, in my game here, I've got Scotty and Sulu. They each have 6 cards in hand, and these range in like they can have dilithium. This is something that helps you repair shields and stuff. You're going to have different ranges for phasers, and they're basically like the medium range phasers. These are the rear phasers. Medium is the middle ring, so I can shoot anything in the middle ring here. The long range goes all the way here. The short range is only the inner ring. So there's 3 rings, different ranges of phasers. And they're also going to have directions. So this one's the long range side phaser. So right now, if I shot, I could shoot this Tholian here. And you'll notice each one has different damage counters. This can take 1 hit. This one can take 3. As you hit them, you're just going to rotate the tokens like that and then get like that. Okay, so the Klingon battlecruiser. Hey, Bruno, what's going on? Do you want to go outside, or you want to stay inside? So I think Bruno needs to go outside. Let him go real quick. Okay, Bruno. Oh, life with a pug. So Bruno is back outside. So anyways, there are the classic characters we're not playing with: Chekhov, Uhura, McCoy, Spock, and Kirk. And what's cool about this, what I love about this version of the game, each character has different abilities, right? So Mr. Scotty has, during the play cards and maneuver phase, repair one damage hull or shield section without playing a card. It's going to come in handy. And Sulu gets to play cards and maneuver during the play cards and maneuver phase, maneuver the Enterprise twice. Okay, so I'm going to go over the turn structure real quick. It's 7 parts to your turn. First, you're going to draw up. So we have a hand limit of 6. Reveal the new mission if required. So I'll talk about the missions in just a second. Trade a card. This is optional. This is where the cooperative part of the game, where you can trade cards, give cards to your opponent, or I mean to your fellow players, and in order to complete missions and to damage the bad guys. Play cards and maneuver. That's where you can actually play the cards, and then you're going to maneuver. So you can maneuver this, the Enterprise, either this counterclockwise or clockwise, or this is the cool part, you can move the ship forward. Okay, you don't actually move it forward. What you're going to do is whatever direction the Enterprise is facing, you're just going to bring all the other ships in one slot. Okay, so it's like moving forward, right? Really cool part of this game. I love it. And the missions, and then finally, you check the mission status. If you completed it, great. Number 6, threat moves and fire. So all the threats are going to move one here, all around the board, and then they're going to shoot on the Enterprise. And the Enterprise, they have the shields, the blue part here. It takes one hit to take off the shield, then another hit to damage the hull, and then a third hit to destroy that part of the hull. So as long as you have some of the ship remaining and you finish the missions, then you win. If the Enterprise is destroyed, you're done. That's the game over. Okay, so that's it. I'm going to put the player aid right there. I've got the pig on Mr. Sulu. He is going to start first. These are his cards. I'm going to keep them off site here, or maybe you could see them. Okay, this is just a reminder of how the ship moves. So directions are front, then side, and rear here. Okay. So we're going to play. I'm going to play for tonight's game. Since I'm going solo, I'm going to do something I haven't done. This is the first game missions, and what this means is I selected the 2 missions that are meant for a 2-mission quick play game, and typically you're going to play from 4 up to, I think, all the way to 10 missions. Is it like a standard game? You go up to 10 missions, and that's hard. I think the last time I played, I think my buddy Dave and I played, I think 5 or 6 missions, and we barely beat the game. But just for tonight, I'm just so you can get a feel for the game, I'm gonna do the cadet version, the first mission, the first game where you set it up and you have 2 missions. We're going to do distress signal and outpost defense. And if we complete those 2 missions and the Starship Enterprise is still intact, we will win. We will be winners. And you're coming along this ride with me, friends. So hopefully we win. Let me get those missions there. So I'll show the mission card real quick. So you got to look at it. Here's the mission. So this is the first one, distress signal. I've done the setup already. Basically what this mission is, we need to get this distressed ship into the short range sector, and we have to commit these cards to this mission card. So I have to commit a command card and a command credit and an engineering credit. And what those come from are the cards in our hand, right? So I could either use these multi-range front phasers to damage ships, or I can commit this credit as a command credit to the mission. So pretty cool game of hand management and tower defense. Let's see. Slackfish was on. We're getting some amazing color in the sunset tonight here in Seattle. Just indication. Yeah, there's tons of smoke. And like Amanda said, we got a ton of ash here. Like so much ash in Southern California. Slackfish says, not a huge Star Trek fan, but always seems like these kinds of games have way too much combat for the... Yeah, this game, definitely, there's never been this much combat in Star Trek. But for a game, it's fun. You'll see, like, well, actually, since we're just doing the first 2 missions, Outpost Defense and Distress Signal, let me show you. So if you're a fan of Star Trek, we have the Deadly Years mission. There's old Dr. Bones. We have the Enemy Within. These are all straight from the first season, folks. The Doomsday Machine, Enterprise Incident, the Changeling, right? Y'all remember that? Naked Time, Journey to Babel, The Trouble with Tribbles. There it is. Charlie X. And hey, this one, Space Seed with Ricardo Montalban back in the day. And for all you Trekkies, you know that was the first episode with Montalban. The second episode with Montalban was the movie, my favorite Star Trek movie, Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, starring Ricardo Montalban. And such a great movie. Tate, thanks for joining us, my friend. Good to see you on here. What is this? Are you a Trekkie or do you like Star Wars more? Yeah, that's a good question. What do y'all like? What's yes, Slackfish, Corinthian leather. And Khan. Yeah, I agree. That's the cool thing. Missions are all part of the show. I'll show some of the cards as well. Again, you have these like the security team. Oh, this is I gotta show. This is hilarious, friends. So we have the security team card. Look at all those red shirts. They're there to protect us. Bye-bye, red shirts. You have titanium, all the phasers, direct hit, Cormorant maneuver. There's security team. Oh, here, no sensor contacts, force field. I know there's some characters in here as well. There it is, Yeoman Rand. And I don't know if there's another character in here. Maybe the hypo spray from Dr. Bones, Dr. McCoy, and Nurse Chapel. She lets you draw more cards. And security team, the red shirts. Too funny. Oh, I'm ready. Good point. Great point, Book of Nerds. I am wearing a red shirt, so that doesn't bode well for this game, folks. Yeah, plenty of fan service, and I love it. I absolutely love it. James is a Star Trek fan more than Star Wars, but like both. Cool. There is room for plenty of fandoms here, friends. I want to thank you for joining me. My name is Ruel Gaviola. This is Tabletop Tonight. I play games here with friends, family, and tonight by myself. 7 p.m. on Monday through Thursday here on Twitch. Thank you. We're going to get started with Star Trek Panic. So I've shuffled those cards. I'm going to start with Mr. Sulu. I'm going to draw up. I have my 6 cards. I'm going to reveal a new mission. So our mission, friends, is the distress signal. And as I said earlier, I need to get this ship to short range in front of the Enterprise, and I have to commit these 2 command credits. So I feel like this one should be pretty easy. The reward, if I do it, I may repair up to 2 hull or shield sections or rebuild a hull section. So with that in mind, I can trade cards with Scotty. So Scotty has these here. So I'm going to keep them just like a good co-op game. I'm going to keep them face up. And Mr. Sulu here. So now I can play cards and maneuver. Mr. Sulu's special ability. During the play cards and maneuver phase, I may maneuver the Enterprise twice. So check this out. I'm going to move it forward twice. So that means all ships come forward 2 spots. 1, 2, 1, 2. So way too easy. This is already enabled here, or I've met that condition. All I need now is to commit credits to the mission. So the credits I need are engineering and command. And hey, you know what? There's an engineering one. And Mr. Scott was actually supposed to give me his command credit before. So hey, there's my 1 for the game, folks. I am taking it right now. There's the command credit that's going on to the mission card. So all I need to do now is finish this phase, and we've completed the first mission. Right? Is that right? Really? Okay. Yeah. So maybe we'll do another mission after this because that was way too fast. So what I do now, I can play cards out of my hand. So I can hit I've got long range. I've got a bunch of long range phasers, front and rear and side. Okay, let's do this. I am good. Yeah, thanks for the stream. That's it. I'm going to bust out the long range phasers, the side phasers. So the side of the Enterprise, I can hit one here, right? So there's the hit. I have taken out the Tholian. And actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, I have not completed the game. To win the game, you have to complete both missions and get rid of all the bad guys in the grab bag here. So I was excited about the mission, but I still got a bunch of bad guys I got to blow up out of space here. So hang tight, friends. We're not done yet. So I'm taking care of the Tholian. And now I've got rear, front, and rear. Okay. So I don't have anything for the front phasers. So that's the end of my turn. Check mission status. The mission has been completed. So going there for 1. I'm discarding the complete mission. Yeah, right. Blowing up bad guys. That's what Star Trek's all about. I discard these cards, which were for the mission. Put them on the side there. And now we do threats and move and fire. So I've completed this mission. I've rescued the disabled ship, so that comes off the board. Now we threats, move, and fire. Let's see. Threats, move, and fire. I'm going to go to the rule book just to make sure I'm doing this correctly. Okay. All right. So this one moves closer. That one cannot move any closer because of their shield. So now they fire, and this one has taken off this shield. And this one has also taken off the shield. So it gets pretty nasty real quick here. And that's what's funny about this game. It really ramps up quickly. So that is threats, move, and fire. Now I draw 2 new threats. And what you do for the threats. Exactly, yeah, Slackfish. One negative about bringing the distress signal close to the ship is that I brought the threat closer as well. Yeah, that threat would have been a way out there. So now it's not. So now I draw 1 threat. It is another Tholian. And what I do is grab the 6-sided die. I'm just going to roll this, and it's going to show you what section is going to. It's Sector 2 Tholian. So it's right off the screen here, Sector 2. And then the second baddie, whoops, over here, is oh no, that's the one I destroyed. Okay, that one's there. The second one is Supernova. So roll the die, rotate Enterprise that many facings clockwise. Okay. So I roll the die. It is 5, so I'm going to rotate this 5's clicks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Threats, move, and fire. So they've fired already. Draw 2 new threats. We did. And draw back up. So Sulu has 5, gets 1 more to 6. And now it is Scotty's turn. I'm moving the pig to Scotty. And that is 6. Okay. Let's look at the new mission. Okay, so this is Outpost Defense. Mission timer starts at 3, so I have a timer here. It's 3 rounds to do this. Roll the die and place the Orion Raider in that long-range sector. Okay, so from the special tokens, I need to find Orion. There it is. The Orion Raider. I roll the die and place in that sector. Sector 4. There's the Orion Raider. The Raider does not move or fire while the mission is in effect. Players must destroy the Raider before time runs out and it destroys the outpost. If the mission fails, do not remove the Raider. The Raider does not move, but will now fire on the Enterprise like other threats. Oh, so I forgot. The mission that I completed, I get a reward. I may repair up to 2 hull or shield sections or rebuild. So this actually takes place before the threat fires, so I don't get any bonus there. Okay. All right, Outpost Defense. And it is Scotty's turn. Draw up. We did the new mission. Now trade cards. So this mission does not require any cards to be put on the mission itself. We just have to get the we just have to destroy the raider before the turns are 3 turns have passed. Raider does not move or fire well. Okay, so we have to maneuver this ship 1 over here. So Scotty's going to do that, but let's see what cards he got here. Okay, short range side to lithium, Yeoman Ren. Yeoman's cool. We're going to save Yeoman Ren because you could draw 2 cards and add them to your hand or commit as those division credits. So how can we trade cards here? I'm going to give Sulu has these here. Front range, long range phase, long range. Okay. Long range side. Okay, how about a long range front phaser? Going to trade that for I feel like we should we'll trade it for look through the top cards in the deck. Okay. Trade it for the time travel for now. Okay. All right, so first is play cards and maneuver. Gonna maneuver this way. Okay, so here's the front facing now. And Scotty's gonna use the long range front phasers. Hit this once, so that goes from 4 to 3. Okay. Got short range side. Short range side. Are these rear phasers? Long range, medium, long. Okay. Those don't help. Okay. So Scotty doesn't have much to do on his turn here. Short range is not good. Short range. Dilithium can repair damaged shield. Okay. Why don't we play the Dilithium? So I'm going to play the Dilithium to rebuild that shield. Where'd the shield go? Where did I put those shield parts? Really? Did I just lose the shields, folks? I took them out here. Oh, here they are. So this has been repaired by Scotty. And now we check the mission status. So we had 3 more hits left. So we're still okay. Now we move and attack. So Tholian moves, this one moves, this one's already at the shield. It has 3. And now they're all going to fire on the Enterprise. So 3 shields are now taken off. Okay. Let's go there. And threats move, draw 2 new threats from the bag of threats. Okay, first one is a Klingon bird of prey, Sector 3. Oh, those are cool. I'll talk about that in a second. Next one is Sector 4. Oh, magnetic storm. Roll a die and rotate the Enterprise. So 4 is 1 sector clockwise. So clockwise is this way. Okay. So that's out of the game. The Klingon, not yet again. When do we panic? Start panicking now. Feel free to panic anytime, folks. So, come on board. There's no shield defending. Okay. Cloaking ships. Okay, so phase 1 move and then flip. Okay. Got it. So these ships here, the Klingon bird of prey, this is going to cloak. So basically what that means is the next time it attacks, it's going to move, but instead of firing, it's going to flip over, so I cannot damage it. I can only damage it when it's face up like that. Okay, so I am going to go to Sulu. Excuse me. Oh, I forgot. Mr. Scott, he gets, during his special ability, is he gets to repair 1 damaged hull or shield section without playing a card. Okay. So tell you what, I'm going to retroactively, I had this one here. So we'll say Scotty did that one earlier. Cool. All right. Yeah. And I move the mission tracker down one, so we have 2 more turns. Get this done. So I need to get Sulu back here. Long range side, long range rear, rear. Okay. So I need those long range phasers. Oh, draw back up. 2, 4, 6. I got those. Multi-range. Ooh, I like the multi-range. Okay. Long range front. Okay. Multi-range. Okay. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use time travel. So what is it? So trade a card. I thought I could trade more than 1 card. Let's see. Trade a card. I'm going to trade 1 card is when the... Okay, yeah. So you can only trade 1 card per turn, apparently. Well, that's a bummer. Let me see. I'm going to trade with Scotty. Does he have... So when I move it here, that's going to be side and rear. Okay. I'll save this for the multi-range. Short range. Okay, so Scotty's going to give me short range rear phasers. I'll give him, let's see, medium range? No. Long range side phaser. I'll give him that. Okay. Okay, Mr. Sulu's turn. He can move twice, so he's going to go 1 and 2. Yep. And then he's going to play time travel. So look through the top 10 cards in the discard pile, choose 1 and add it to your hand. I am going to take the long-range front phasers. And then I'm going to use the long-range front phasers to fire on this. So that's down to 2 hits. Hey, this is a great question from Alex. Thank you for joining us, Alex. How many ears does Mr. Spock have? 3, a left ear, a right ear, and a final front ear. Oh, my goodness. Thank you, Alex. Friends, there it is. Get the pun meter roaring there. Let's see. Medium range, rear. Nope. Long range. Short range. There it is. I'm going to play Scotty or Sue is going to play the short range rear phasers. Let's hit the range. Short range is here, so it's 2. And then Sulu's also going to play Tritanium, repair 1 damaged hull, or play. Oh wait, I haven't damaged a hull yet. Oh, I have to play with the lithium to repair a shield. Ooh, okay. I'll hit 1 large. Nope. These are all long range, so these don't help. Okay. So I've played my cards. I've maneuvered. Let's check the mission status. Still need 2 hits here. And now the threats move and fire. So that one doesn't move because it's part of the mission. This one moves here and turns over. It's a Klingon bird of prey, so it's a cloaking device. Tholian moves here. These do not move, but however, this one's going to become a border onto a ship. And what that means is what's the border? When a threat becomes a border. Okay. A threat starting in short range during the threat and move becomes a border if there's no shield. So there's no shield here. And the threat when the threat becomes its current defense is applied immediately as damage dealt to the hull section for the face. Oh, threat token is discarded. Wow. Okay. As well as by removing cards. Boarding damage can be reduced by playing security teams as follows. So play anytime. Okay, so let's do that. So Scotty, even though it's not his turn, he has a security team. That means he can play at any time on his turn to prevent damage, reduce the damage from borders by 1. So right now the current damage is going to be 2. I'm going to play this to hit it, reduce it down to 1. Yeah, you can play this on any turn. And what that means is you're going to get a hit. This goes by, and we're going to add 1 hit here. So it's damaged. It's not destroyed yet. Destroyed means it's permanently gone, but and then you start losing cards. But Thankfully, it's just damage. We're okay. Damage. Okay. Yeah. Once you get damage, you start removing cards permanently from the game. So thankfully, we're not at that stage yet. These have just moved. They have fired. This one, I forgot to take off the shield. It fired. It destroyed that part of the shield. And then we add 2 more threats. So 2 more threats from the bag, folks. Sacrifice a fellow red. Yeah, red shirt is gone, friends. Electromagnetic storm. Roll a die. If section has no shield, it deals 1 damage to that whole section. Oy, oy, oy. Okay. 4. So section 4 is here. If sector has no shield, it deals 1. Nope. It does have a shield, so we discard that. The next threat is another Klingon bird of prey. So this will be going in sector 6 over here. And they show up face up. Okay, and then now, now we're done with that. And we go to draw 2 new threats, which we did, and draw back up to our hand limit of 6 cards. The hand limits are different for different player counts, folks. That was Mr. Scott's turn, right? I forgot to move the pig, so now it's back to Sulu's turn. And we got basically 1 turn left. We need some damage done here, friends. Long range rear phasers. Long range rear phasers. Do not draw any threats. So of course. Okay, I need to get some help from Scotty. Oh, I know what we can do. So I've got Mr. Sulu. Yeah, we're gonna blow this thing out of the water. Yeah. Okay. So I've got long range there. And short range here. Okay. What we need to do, Sulu on his turn. So we have the mission, need to trade a card. So if I'm going to move this here, 1, 2, okay. Is it this way? 1, no, it was like this, right? 1, 2. Is this the way it was? Gosh, I wish I could. Is that how it's? Oh wait. Were we this way, folks? Was that the way the ship was? Or was it this way? Alex, how many Borg does it take to change a light bulb? All of them. All of them. This is the way it was, right? Can y'all verify if I got it right? I'm going to. Sorry, yeah, I don't remember either. We'll play it as is. Scotty is going to trade 1 card with Sulu. Trade this one for a short side range phaser. Okay. So Mr. Sulu, he gets his special ability. He gets to maneuver the Enterprise twice. 1, 2. And now this is in long range, which he has 1 long range rear phaser and another long range rear phaser. So this gets blown up. Yay. I'm going to continue here. Let's see. I've got the short side phase. So this one's going to take 1 hit. Do I have any front? I do not. Okay. So that's the end of Sulu's turn. Now we go check mission status. So if we check this here, roll the die. We have destroyed the raider before time runs out. We had 1 turn, or actually that was the last turn for that. So the reward, repair up to 2 damaged hull and or shield sections. So I'm going to repair this shield here. Let's see. Yeah, let's repair this shield here. And repair this damaged hull section there. Okay. So we've completed the 2 missions, folks. Now we just have to get through the bag of baddies, and we win. This is the what's it called? The starter game, basically. It's 2 missions. So let's continue with the bad guy's turn. Threats move and fire. This moves here. It is a Klingon bird of prey, so it cloaks. These stay there. They are there. This bird of prey moves here, and it uncloaks, and now it's going to fire. So the Tholian here fired once. Tholian here fired once here. And then the Klingon fired and hit this here. Okay. So that's one thing I do love about this game, the components. It's a lot of fun, just the 3D, Enterprise. I mean, look at this. I mean, right? You got the damage. All right. Draw 2 new threats. I'm going to move the pig to Mr. Scott. Okay, we have a Klingon bird of prey. Going to Sector 5. And this one says, roll temporal distortion. Roll die to move mission timer. 1 to 3 down, up. So we've already done our 2 missions. We don't have to do this. So that's just out of the game. So right now we don't worry about missions. We just have to get rid of all the threats. Okay, it's Mr. Scott's turn. Draw back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to check the rules real quick. I want to make sure I'm doing this right after you've completed the missions. Oh, okay. So actually, I was wrong. I was not supposed to add those, this one here. As soon as players complete the missions, so it's 5 missions in the standard game. We're only doing 2. The players will no longer draw new threat tokens or reveal a new mission. Skip those phases entirely for the rest of the game. Play continues as normal. The players now only need to destroy all remaining threats on the board. Okay. So cool. It's Mr. Scott's turn. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 threats remaining. Unfortunately, this one's cloaked, so we won't be able to hit that one this turn. So let's see. Mr. Scott. So we've got side and front facing. Sulu, oops, 1, 2. Sulu needs these. Hit any range rear. Okay. Side and front medium. Yes. Okay. Side and rear. Okay. Well, first, Sulu's going to trade Nurse Chapel to Scotty for Yeoman Rand. And then now it's Scotty's turn. Scotty's going to play Nurse Chapel. All players draw 1 card. Okay. And now he gets to maneuver. I'm going to maneuver this way. Okay. So I'm going to play the short range rear phaser. Hit 1 target at short range in either rear facing. So we'll hit this one here. The Romulan battle cruiser is gone. Yeah. Jeff Bailey's here. Thanks, Jeff. Book of Nerds asks, great question. What's everyone's favorite Star Trek series? Yeah. Jeff is Next Generation. I'm an old school original series, but yeah, Next Generation is right up there with me as well. So I love them both. Let me see. Oh, I can't hit this yet here, but I can hit side range, short range side phasers. So I take out the Tholian there. Multi-range rear phasers. So multi-range I can use in any range, hit 1 target in either rear facing. So we take 1 hit on the bird of prey. And then, okay, we don't have that. Now I'm going to use Scotty's power. During play cards and maneuver phase, I may repair 1 damage hull or shield section. I'm going to put a shield here because we know that one's going to attack. Okay. That is Scotty's turn. We check. We don't have to check mission status. We're done missions. Now the threats move and fire. This one's here. This one reveals itself. It's right up there now. They fire, so this one damages the shield that we just fixed, and this one damages this shield. Okay. So that's that. It says draw 2 new threats, but we don't because we're at the end of we're at the end game phase. So we just go back to Sulu's turn. Both players draw back up to 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sulu's good. 1, 2, and 3. So Mr. Sulu has a front. Oh, and this one is now cloaked. It's got to do 2 damage in the front to take out that Klingon. You got medium range. Ooh, okay. Rear phasers. Rear phasers. 1, 2, 3. Why do I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? I shouldn't have this card. That's one too many. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So how can we attack? We got medium, long range, medium, medium. These are all. Oh man, that's not fun. Okay, Yeoman Rank, I can do that one. Security team. Okay. Tell you what, I'm going to trade. We've got medium rare. Let's do medium range. Going to trade that for the medical scanner. All right. And now I'm going to maneuver. TNG's favorite. I love them all. Nice. Looks like a lot of votes for TNG, folks. Yeah. Love Picard. You know, I got to give it up. So Picard is definitely my favorite captain of them all. Play cards and maneuver. I want to check if your play cards and maneuver, if you can do it in any order. In this phase, they're down the only result. Play cards are immediately placed discard pile. Maneuvering. Maneuvering is key. It's just says during this can be before, during, or after. Okay, cool. So that gives me some options. So I'm going to do my movement during, because what I want to do first is I want to play Yeoman Ran for Sulu. That's just straight up draw 2 Enterprise cards, add them to your hand. 1 and 2. And we have medium range side phasers. Ooh. Okay. All right, we could blow that one up. All right, cool, cool, cool. What I'm going to do is I am going to move the Enterprise. Sulu gets to do it twice if he wants. I'm going to go 1. That'll be it, because now we have side phaser. And this is short range. I don't have any short ranges. However, I can play the tractor beam. Oops, let me get this off here. Play the tractor beam. I move 1 threat token facing in any direction. So we're going to move this one here. And that allows me to play 2 medium range side phasers. The side, that's 1 and 2. So this Klingon is dead. Rest in peace. Rest in pieces, right? And James says the original series had amazing social political stories. Yeah, so it really is amazing, right? What they were doing like in the 60s. Again, it's been noted that the first interracial kiss on television was Captain Kirk and Uhura. So yeah, breaking boundaries back in the day. Kudos to Star Trek. That's why we love Star Trek, right, friends? I am going to get back to this view here so we can finish off this game. So this is going to flip over an attack during its turn. So it is short. We need some short range stuff. I am going to play. Actually, I'm not. We're going to end Sulu's turn there. Okay. So Klingon goes here. And he's going to board. It goes here. Scotty plays the security team. Reduce damage from borders by 1. It's going to do 1 damage. But when the security team does no damage, it is discarded from the game. I believe that is it, friends. I have cleared the board. The Starship Enterprise is safe and flies away to safety. Woo! Yeah. Friends, that is Star Trek Panic. We did the first mission, or the first game, where it's 2 missions rather than 5. I love this game. I love the cooperative nature of it, of course. It's my favorite version of Castle Panic. The only thing I don't like about this game, I love the missions. I love how there's, we saw there's a stack of missions. They're all different. They require different things like maneuvering or putting cards on the mission cards, or all kinds of different things. The only thing about this game, it's too long. Coming in late. Hi, Ruel friends. Hi, Daryl with the 1R. Thanks for joining us. This game, honestly, it's just too long. It's mainly, it's a 90-minute game, and it should be about a 45 to 60-minute game. And I've played it at various player counts, and yeah, it's a rock solid 90 minutes. Slackfish asks, how you remain so calm throughout? That's how I roll, you know. It's got to stay calm under duress, right? Yeah, so this is it. We have won, friends. Thank you for joining me. I like this game a lot. I love it because it's the original Star Trek, and I'm a huge fan. I like the this shorter version of it. Only thing, it's only 2 missions. I think maybe the sweet spot's like 4. I think 5 missions are a bit too long, but it's a challenge. That's the thing. It's definitely a challenge with 5 missions. I've never done more than, I think, 6. You know, so it's an easy game to lose. I mean, you saw how, like, if I had to keep bringing out threats, I mean, they're constant. So it's a really cool challenge, and I love all the old school art and all the old school photos. It's just so much fun. So thank you again. I want to wish everyone a good night. Thank you for hanging out. Before I get going, let me just shout out our Patreon supporters, all of them, especially our all access and very important gamer patrons, Mike and Jeff. Thank you for your support. Thanks to Van Ryder Games and Holly Chu Illustration. As always, our sponsors are great. I truly appreciate their support. And I want to thank all of you in chat for hanging out. Amanda Panda is our moderator, and all the regulars, and if you're here for the first time, thank you for hanging out. It really appreciate it. I have a good time playing games with friends and family, and I hope you had some fun here hanging out. Thank you, Slackfish, for always supporting. And yeah, that's it. Tomorrow is Wednesday. I've got a great surprise tomorrow. So, well, it's not a surprise anymore, but I'm going to have a fun stream with the Brothers Murph. We are playing number 9. Why? Because it's September 9th. It's 9/9 day. So tomorrow, 9/9. Yeah, let's raid the Brothers Murph, in fact. So y'all hang out. We're going to raid the Brothers Murph. They're streaming right now. We're playing number 9 with them. We're giving away 5 copies of the game, folks. Thanks to our friends at Z-Man Games. So hang tight. I'm going to get this. Yeah, Party Like It's 1999. There you go, Slackfish. Thank you. Hang on just a second, folks. We're going to do this raid thing, okay? So let's go raid Brothers Murph, who they're going to be on our channel tomorrow at 7 p.m. We're giving away copies. Beatles number 9. Yeah. Well done, John. Until tomorrow, friends, have a great night. I'll see you tomorrow. All right. Bye now.